Hey, what's up, guys? Today I have a quick little video for you between the Darktroopers and the Death Troopers. Hope you guys enjoy. It's gonna be a lot of Jedi killing. I'll tell you that much. A lot of depressing Jedi killing. It's 2 rounds. Round 1 is Darktroopers versus Death Troopers. Round 2 is Darktroopers versus Jedis and Death Troopers versus Jedis. Who's gonna come on top? And we have a special Jedi that we're going to use. Not like a Skywalker, not like a Ahsoka Tano, but a Jedi you guys know and a lot of you guys like that is going to face off against the Darktroopers. We're gonna see who has the best chance of putting that motherfucker in the dirt. I'll see you guys later.
Like I said in the intro video, this battle is against 2 heavy hitters in the Star Wars community, but it's 2 groups of soldiers that well, 1, you know a lot about, and 2, you just met in The Mandalorian. And there's different iterations of the Death Trooper. There's the Death Trooper Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3. We don't know much about Gen 3, or at least I don't, be straight up with you. But we know a lot about Darktroopers, and from what I've seen from Gen 3 Death Troopers, I think this matchup is going to be perfect. So, for this video, we're going to do round 1, 20 Darktroopers versus 10 Death Troopers. And we're going to do the Camino training room. I don't know if you guys remember that in Clone Wars. Then we're going to do round 2. And round 2 is going to be a little different because we are going to throw a Jedi in the mix. And we are going to see who has the best chance to beat this Jedi. Alright, we got a taste of the Death Troopers versus the spoiler alert, versus the Jedi, and then we have our troopers. You know, we've seen Clone Troopers murder Jedis countless times. So we're gonna see who is the perfect Jedi killing machine, and hope you guys have fun. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, and comment. Who do you guys think will win in both of these rounds? Alright, first things first, we're going to go over the Darktroopers, who they are, who trained them, and their skill set. So, if you don't know about Star Wars, the Darktroopers pretty much the Jason Bournes of the clone army. You know, they are genetically modified, just like every other clone trooper, to be killing machines, but they are trained specifically by the man, the legend, Jango Fett. Right? You know, those are first-gen Darktroopers. Those are the ones we will be talking about because, in my opinion, they are the best Darktroopers. The Darktroopers in Gen 3, you know, after the clone template was stolen, I think, yeah. The clone troopers after that, you know, were kind of not as, they were still badasses, but they weren't that original Jango template. They had to use other clone troopers as templates for the Grand Army of the Republic. But these clone troopers were trained by Jango Fett. They were trained by some of the best bounty hunters in the galaxy, and they're also trained by some of the original Darktroopers after Jango Fett left. I don't know if that's a legend or a canon fact, but like I said, think of them as Jason Bourne. If the Jedi are superheroes in this world, then the Darktroopers are like the Jason Bournes, you know, but Star Wars versions and stuff. Usually, they are equipped with the same weapons as regular clones, which is the dual pistols, sometimes the blasters, sometimes the long blasters like Commander Cody. You'll see people like Rex who has dual pistols. So the weapon of choice is really up to them what they're most comfortable with. But they really specialize in thinking on the run, being more creative, and being really, I guess, masters of improvisation. Sorry about that. But like I said, if you watch Jason Bourne, you know that he is, it's not just his skill, it's the way his mind works and the way he's able to think on the run and see, calculate different movements. That's kind of what the Darktrooper is, in my opinion. And they are trained specifically to lead small groups of team members and to take on large numbers of squads of enemies. So if you put all of them together, they're like super Navy SEALs or like super Jason Bournes. That's why I think this matchup is going to be fantastic for them. Next up, we have Gen 3 Death Troopers, right? If you've watched any of the newer Star Wars movies, you know who the Death Troopers are. They are very mysterious, very badass looking characters. We don't know much about them. Presumably, they do not have much emotion. And we know that the Death Trooper is the final evolution in the, I guess, the program, where they take the human out of the killing machine. So they're pretty much super droids at this point. But they are all synced, in my opinion, to one hive network, right? So so when they're battling, they're all connected to what's going on the map. But they don't have any personality. They lack personality. They lack any type of creativity. They do what they're told, and they do it very, very well, right? As we saw in The Mandalorian, it took Mando everything he had to just beat one Death Trooper, and he was equipped with Beskar, right? If he was not equipped with Beskar, who knows what would have happened? And we saw that blaster fire does not work on them. We have not seen any type of blaster fire work on them. We've only seen one weapon work on them. That doesn't mean that no blaster fire can't, right? But from what we've seen, they haven't been taken down by blaster fire. They have weaknesses like most droids, which is their internal machines, their internal, I guess, programming, right? And they are droids at the end of the day, so they can be tricked, which that will be coming up in the fight. Wait, round one, we are taking place on the Camino base, right? If you remember the base there, it's a pretty even battlefield with the droids starting on one side and the troopers starting on the other side. All the troopers will be starting on one side and the droids will be starting on the left, right? Pretty self-explanatory. They just kill each other, right? But this is the difference, right? The droids will just march towards the clone troopers. While the clone troopers strategize and they get in cover and they start blasting, the droids will just keep marching. And the thing that's going to come into play here is that the droids have very, very tough armor. And I do not think, unless they have, the guns that are like heavy, the machine guns that heavy, the clone trooper that he has, they are not going to be able to put the troopers down. But they have a couple of ways to win this fight. Number one, the couple ways to win this fight is outmaneuvering, out-tricking the clone troopers. ARC troopers specialize in being creative. They specialize in being the thinkers on the field. These droids, these Gen 3 Super Troopers, have no creativity whatsoever. They are just droids. They're dumber than the droids that the clones are used to fighting. All they do is kill. It's very easy to use that to their advantage, right? So if the ARC troopers want to win this fight, they're going to have to use their skills in teamwork, and they're going to have to use their grenades, their EMP grenades, since they are very used to fighting droids. And they're going to have to use close quarter combat, which I do not recommend against these droids. But if they could get close enough and fire into the droids' inner wiring, then they may have a chance to take down these droids. But again, I don't think this is going to happen, mainly because there are 10 Death Troopers, right? And they're just going to keep marching. Although EMP grenades might work, these Death Troopers are very technologically advanced. So I do not think they will be down long enough for the ARC troopers to take them out. So I think they're just going to keep marching, and they're just going to keep downing the ARC troopers one by one by one. And, it sucks because, we love these guys, and, a lot of you guys are probably fans of them. But just the way it is, I have never seen an ARC trooper lose from blaster fire. So round one, I'm giving it 7 out of 10 to Death Troopers, and let's say 3 out of 10 to the clone troopers. Yo, so this is the round that I was really excited for, because we get to see them not fight each other, but them fight the most badass characters in Star Wars, which are the Jedi, or Sith, whatever you want to name it. But for this, we are going to use Cal Kestis, right? Or Ezra Bridger, a Jedi on their level, is going to take on the 10 Death Troopers and the 20 ARC Troopers. Same arena, right? Jedi starts on one side, and the opposing side is going to be the ARC Troopers or the Clone Troopers. And we're going to see who is the perfect killing machine. And I already know the answers, but let's go ahead and do this. If you watch The Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker ran through the Death Troopers. I know it's Luke Skywalker, right? But there was no thought process. He just marched and he blocked some rifle fire and he cut them apart. They didn't move. They didn't, use any tactics. They just stood there and shot, which made them a very, very easy target. They are very strong. So I don't think Cal Kestis is going to take on Death Troopers like that. But it seems like when it comes to enemies on that level, their lack of creativity, their lack of movement really apprehends it. They have jetpacks and stuff like that, but they are very heavy and they march in place. They do not move a lot, right? Whereas the Clone Troopers are taking this round because they are trained to do this. Every Clone Trooper was trained from birth to kill Jedi, because at the end of the day, that was going to be their biggest job, is to kill Jedi. So if you ever ask, why do the Jedi fall so quick to the Clone Troopers, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's because they know how to kill Jedi. They've been fighting along Jedi for years and years and years. They know exactly how to overwhelm Jedi. They know how to maneuver Jedi, right? And Luke Skywalker will probably dog these Clone Troopers like, it's because he's Luke. But Cal Kestis and Ezra Bridger would have a very tough time, in my honest opinion, versus 20 ARC troopers, right? Because they know exactly how to kill him. Look at Ahsoka, right? Ahsoka's a great fighter. And as there were only like, I say like 50 clone troopers on that ship. I don't know, maybe 50 to 100. But they were not ARC troopers. There were only 2 ARC troopers, Rex and Jesse. And she kind of had a tough time trying to escape from them. It wasn't an easy, easy fight. She wasn't trying to kill him, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I think the clone troopers would be able to take down Ezra Bridger, or they have a better chance, right? Because the way they're trained by Jango Fett, he's like one of the best non-Jedi killers in the galaxy, right? They're trained by him. They have the equipment, they have the knowledge, and they have the experience killing Jedis. So for this round, the clone troopers are going to take it. That's it, guys. I just wanted to do a little fun video for you guys. Just fuck around and just my thoughts on this. So I'm going to make more videos on Star Wars and Call of Duty and whatnot. But if you guys like the video, like, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys think. Always looking for friends. So, peace.